Hello, I'm Sandy Mayor Monica Zoltansky. I'm proud to present the 2022 State of the City. As your new mayor, I have the privilege of taking the reins at an exciting time in our city's history. This moment is ripe with opportunity and a renewed enthusiasm to connect in all aspects of social, business, community, and political life. We are one Sandy, and the state of our city is strong. We all want to make the city the best it can be. Everywhere you look, you see people coming back to life after long periods of isolation caused by the pandemic. The enthusiasm is palpable, as vaccines and best practices offer more flexibility for people to reconnect in person, free of the worry of the restrictions of the past 2 years. Restaurants are buzzing with conversations and hugs between friends reuniting after a long time. Our parks and trails are busy as ever, with kids of all ages who've discovered their beauty and convenience as a safe place to socialize over a pickleball game, hike, or a bike ride. Real soccer season has started, and we welcome their new ownership. We are excited to again hear the sounds of the stadium crowd and drums igniting the atmosphere. The Hale Center Theater is continuing to produce world-class theater performances that thrill and delight audiences. With the darkest days of the COVID pandemic behind us, we are eager to return to normal. Still, we should take a moment to recognize some in our community who are still struggling with emotional and financial stress, diminished health, and even the loss of loved ones taken by the virus. We must express our gratitude for our healthcare heroes, first responders, and all of our essential workers. We recognize this has impacted all aspects of our life, whether you're parents, students, senior citizens, or individuals with healthcare challenges. Navigating the difficulties of the last few years has taught us we are stronger together and when we are mindful of one another's needs. Besides working through the pandemic restrictions of remote school and work life, 2021 also saw some major changes for the city. Sandy participated in its first ranked choice voting pilot program and elected the mayor and 3 city council members with this new voting method. It was a long year of campaigning with all the races decided in the November general election. Our community displayed a high level of political engagement with campaign signs on nearly every corner. While it's not to everyone's taste, I applaud it. It shows we have a robust democracy in action right here in Sandy City, and our residents welcome a broad range of candidates. The new City Council will decide whether ranked choice voting will continue for the future. With the broad support of our residents, Sandy City Police received an unprecedented 22% pay increase approved by the City Council last year. This is in addition to the investment our police and fire departments already received. We have increased our staffing levels, secured annual service step and grade pay, and funded new equipment, making Sandy City Police and Fire Departments a place where public safety officers want to spend their careers. The city committed heavily to environmentally responsible initiatives like the Sandy Sustainable 360 program and the Unplug and Reconnect resident education program. These serve as models to achieve energy conservation by combining efforts of our residents, businesses, and municipal services. Through partnerships with Rocky Mountain Power, UCARE, Utah Clean Cities, EPA, Green Fleet, and the Department of Environmental Quality, the city adopted a strategic energy action plan which serves as a roadmap and a guidepost to continue to reduce our carbon footprint, save energy, and encourage water conservation efforts. Last year's extreme drought conditions resulted in a reevaluation and a deep assessment of the city's water use and policies. Creating structures and incentives that encourage water conservation will be the top focus in years to come. Saving water now will eliminate the need for additional, expensive infrastructure in the future and will keep our water rates affordable for residents regardless of income. Thanks to programs like Flip the Strip and Localscape rebates, we are seeing creative use of xeriscaping and water-wise plants beautifying neighborhoods in new ways while conserving costs and saving precious water. In my first 100 days as mayor, my top priority is learning the ropes and getting out around the city to see firsthand how we deliver services to you. Whether it's early morning snowplow ride-alongs, bulk waste pickups, or responding to a water main break, seeing our staff in action gives me a better understanding of the essential function of our city services and how important they are to our everyday life. Every corner of our city is unique. It is our goal to create opportunities to better understand your individual needs and priorities. It is not enough for the city to wait to hear from you when problems arise, but we must initiate contact to evaluate the best way to serve a modern city. We rely on technology to keep our residents informed through all of the Sandy Now channels, the city website's virtual chat feature, which can answer questions in a matter of seconds, and our social media channels. However, there is no substitute for the personal touch. We have already held 3 well-attended town halls on public safety, water conservation, and our parks and recreation, with plans to hold more throughout the year. When you come to City Hall, you will find your staff live and in person, ready to serve. Sandy City has reclaimed its prominent role on the main stage of political life. With the help of the City Council, we are leading out on planning and policy discussions that affect our region's transportation, housing, business, and community. Investing in relationships with federal, state, and county leaders, as well as collaborating with other cities in our region, ensures our residents are well represented at every level of government. With proactive, engaged leadership, our city stands the best chance for meeting our community goals and gaining resources to invest in city infrastructure while keeping property taxes low. With the help of our citizen surveys, your viewpoints are reaching decision makers on canyon transportation in the Little Cottonwood Canyon. Skyrocketing home prices along the Wasatch Front are creating a critical pressure point in our society. This is causing housing insecurity for working families who have been the heart of Sandy for generations and now find themselves priced out of the American dream of home ownership. Responsible land use decisions and long-term transportation planning are the best tools we have to ensure we remain a community where all ages and all income levels can call Sandy home. Smart development requires strong leadership to identify areas where housing density and transit make sense, like in the Cairns District. Multifamily projects are needed, but they must be kept to areas where infrastructure is in place in order to protect our established single-family neighborhoods and preserve open space for recreation. Soliciting resident feedback is a top priority, and I am committed to ensuring your input is the loudest voice in the room. 2022 will bring the return of some of our much-loved community events, like the 4th of July parade and fireworks, food truck night, concerts at the amphitheater, movies in the park, and the wildly popular Trunk or Treat. My personal favorite, the Horse Parade, will make its comeback at the September 10th Heritage Days in historic Sandy. You will definitely want to mark your calendars for that one. Look for the red hat at all of these events and make sure to come and say howdy. In Sandy, our top priority is you, and our top goal is to bring the city government closer to the people. Throughout 2022, we will continue to work hard to increase our civic engagement, empower residents to participate, and build a sense of community pride. We aim to expand our outreach to business, community members, and local leaders to gather feedback, vet ideas, and create positive solutions. City Council has returned to in-person and online meetings where important discussions on redistricting, water conservation, and the budget are happening right now. I hope you will take the time to engage with us through City Council meetings, town halls, and our citizen surveys. It is a privilege to serve you, and you can have full confidence, like I do, that we are living in the best city in Utah. Thank you.